Hello everyone and welcome. This is David and welcome to March 2019. As every month I bring you an intuitive reading of the month, so the energies of the month and how we can better integrate these energies and use them for our own embodiment, so the embodiment of our soul, and to bring in more of who we are in the everyday life. I just want to let you know also that since 2 weeks ago I have launched a podcast that I do weekly every Wednesday, and you can listen to that through iTunes. It's called The Soul Space, and I bring, of course, subjects that are related and that are connected with you. I try to connect with you and my guides so I can really bring something that is of interest. And of course, if you have questions and comments, you can bring them. And we are also going to discuss that in the space within the same podcast. So let's start with the reading, and the reading has a few keywords. And one of the first keywords of this month is hope. So before I continue, I just want to thank you for your comments, and thank you for your likes and everything that you do to support also my work and this community, and to let me know that also this is actually helping you in some way, because otherwise it will be, of course, useless. Thank you to my patrons also that support this work every month. If you haven't checked that out, it's also a very nice way to get more perks, more benefits for you, and also to support the work that is free for other people. You find more information also in the links below this video or above, depends if it's Facebook or YouTube. Anyway, thank you. This month we were saying that the key word is hope. And hope is also something that we have when we can stop and actually kind of savor the moment, right? So also there's this sensation, there's this feeling that there's going to be a pause, like a time to kind of take some stock about our life, about what we have done, about these already 2 months that have passed in this year, which really has passed so quickly, but we are used to this, I think. At least we have to. There's no other way. And so we have this moment, and also it kind of ties up with something that has happened astrologically, which is Mercury retrograde, which always slows down the speed of the things that we are trying to move or create. There's a little break that we're giving so that we are able to really get stuck in what we are doing and revise our life. And in this period exactly, so almost the whole month of March, we are having the Mercury retrograde energy that actually is going to allow us to go inside. And also this energy of the card of Hay, which is also a very feminine energy. It's an energy of listening. It's also an energy of allowing some inspiration to come in, to be also breathing in. So it's really also allowing the inspiration, not only from the air that we breathe, like inspiring, but it's also allowing the inspiration with ideas and what comes also is like to have like glimpses of the future, to the things that we could create, or that we are willing to create, or that we are really desiring to bring to the earth in a more physical way, of course, in terms of an experience probably. But we are having this time so that we can actually allow that to come in. So because when we are busy in the everyday life, it's kind of hard to have some time to daydream or to bring some inspiration. There's always this need to stop, to allow the space for new inspirations to come in. And after this very, I would say very, there was a lot of speed in the beginning of the year. So we started really, really fast. And so now we are having the first break to really go in, to take stock about what we have done so far, what we want, where we want to go, and also just to savor the flavor of grace. How does it feel, grace, in our life? And in the how, so there's the next letter, which is P finale, which is a very nice card, not only because it's golden and it's very very nice, like the shape of it. But it's also talking about using the words, and using really the right words and the right sounds and the right ideas in the right place at the right time. So it's really bringing the capacity of us of creating through our words. And I think it's related also to this idea that first we are receiving and we are having time to contemplate what we have done, where we want to go, and how we feel about it. And it also allows us to maybe choose what we want to create, and then also choose how we want to express that, and which words and which verbalization we want to do, we want to utilize, that is actually creating the world that we want and the experiences that we want. And as we know, the more we talk about what we want, the more we talk about experiences that are, let's say, with the same flavor of the things that we want, we're going to get more of that. The more we are focusing on the other stuff, on the things that we don't want, of course we sometimes have to take note of that, just to say, okay, I don't want that. But if the main focus is on what we want, we are going to have and bring and experience more of the same wonderful things. So this is what we are getting out of this month. So we have to, on one hand, take stock of what we have done, take time for us to receive new ideas, new inspirations, new creations, new possible scenarios that we want in the year ahead, but also maybe in the years ahead. And at the same time, we are asked to choose our words, choose the way we want to express it in the external world, because the moment we are starting to talk about it, we are already giving it shape, giving it form, even if it's just vibration with the sound of our voices, like what I'm doing right now with you. So yeah, this is what we are taking this month of March, the time to get inspiration and to start creating through our words. And even it can be also even writing, and then of course saying it. But just pay attention what you are putting out there into the world, let's say, with your words. And the last card, which is Shamek, is actually showing us that there's always the grace, no? And going through this process of allowing the inspiration to come through us is also allowing the grace to actually arrive to us, and bringing the grace. The grace will be like the divine inspiration. Our soul, our higher self, is actually trying to communicate with us or through us, and grounded in this life. And this is how grace will express itself, no, through us and through other people. And this is what Shamek is bringing. So it's really a space of grace, an experience of grace, where things are synchronic, when things are easy, when things are lovely, when things are rich, and we are not even having to actually chase them. So we actually allow them to happen. We are actually like the earth. I like this this metaphor of the earth and the sun. So I think we are so much about the earth in the way that we can create, and we can learn from that, because the earth is not chasing the sun to allow to hurry up for the seeds to germinate. It is really just there waiting with the seeds in their womb, no? And the sun is actually irradiating this light, and eventually, when the time is right, when the conditions are okay and great, then the seeds will germinate, and you will have a beautiful plant that will flourish and bloom, etc. So it's more or less like our creation. So sometimes we don't have to chase the sun for inspiration, but we have to wait like the earth and see passively, let's say. It looks passively, but it's quite active actually, in the sense that we are there really listening, and then taking this inspiration and actually expressing it in some vibrational way through our words, through writing, so that this takes shape in the world, and we are then expressing really what this grace is about here. And we can experience that right now in the month of March. So I wish you a very lovely month this month. I hope you have a wonderful month. Please send me your comments, your questions, whatever you have. The email is info@alumdavid.com. And yeah, please like this or share it, whatever you feel is useful for you. Thank you very much for being here, and I see you next time. Bye-bye.